Never in a million years did I think this would be like one of the greatest death battles in the history of death battle. Yet here we are. I've already watched this, and for lack of a better term, I flipped my shit when I watched it. Is that a tri-beam? It's over. Wallahi, the fight's over. Wallahi, the fight's over. There's no way you disrespect the opponent on that level and get away with it. Like, wallahi, the fight's over. So, after a couple of hours where I'm relatively more calm, I'm going to break down this entire fight from beginning to end. I just want to let people know the greatness that this fight contains. Like, look at where this starts. We're essentially like... Starts by referencing, I think that's Adventure. Although the fleet resembles like Heroes more than Adventure, but the vehicles in question are probably from Adventure. But anyway.
Salutations, Dr. Robotnik. Your reputation precedes you. Bring me your strongest fighter, or face... Then prepare to kneel before your master.
Ah, that's the GOAT. That's the GOAT. Just look how cool Neo Metal Sonic looks. Like, Sega, why have you not given us this, like, in the series, like, once since Heroes? Like, you gave this guy to us once during Heroes, and then he went back to being a boring mute, like, for the rest of the series. Like, why? Like, look at this. This is clean.
Perfect.
And just listen to the music playing right now. Like, the music playing right now is Cell's theme, like a remix of Cell's theme anyway. You got the multi-clone technique, of course. That's a shield from the Adventure 2 multiplayer. Then you got the special beam cannon. And then, like, digest this coming bit that comes in, right?
Tell me, does a machine like yourself ever experience fear?
Which, first off, that's a great reference to, like, Vegeta's little line, like, where he says to his Android 19? Yeah, Android 19. Like, does a machine like yourself ever experience fear?
Not anymore!
And then Metal Sonic responds like, not anymore, and then transforms into transforms into Metal Overlord. Which, if I need to remind you, is the same form where he says, see me as I am, no longer afraid of anything. That's great attention to detail. I love that. And again, this looks so cool. And then these attacks, these are like the little like ice beam things that you throw at you in Heroes, where like if he hit you with one of them, like they trap you in like a crystal, and like you'd have to break your character out and everything. It's kind of a whole deal, honestly. And like, just look at how cool this looks, man. And you got Cell dodging all that, yeah, gets hit, uses the Android barrier. And then look at this. That's Little Planet. Like, look at the chain attaching it to the Earth. That's Little Planet. And it's roboticized from, like, I think Sonic 4 Episode 2? That's actually a really great attention to detail. Holy shit. I never even noticed that. But yeah, Cell picks up Little Planet, and he picks up Little Planet and just throws it at Neo Metal Sonic. Oh, and then this is just the coolest animation of all. Like, look what's gonna happen right here. Like, this is just the coolest bit of animation of all. Like, look at this.
You're dealing.
Like, we're gonna go frame by frame. Like, this is Cell's first form, I believe. That's his second. No. This is Cell's perfect form. No, this is his second. That's his initial form. And then he goes back to perfect Cell. That is so well done. And then listen to this. Like, listen to that shadow glaze. Like, I just don't see how you can hate Shadow. Like, listen to how Metal Sonic is glazing him.
With the ultimate life form. I already possess his data.
you're dealing with the ultimate life form. I already possess his data. Like, Metal Sonic is saying that Shadow is him in this moment. I'm like, I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
Observe chaos. Done.
Let's be real. At this moment, when you got to this moment in the fight, you knew the fight was ending like only one way. Let's be real. Because like, deeper, Metal Sonic with pretty much all the Z fighters, right? Minus probably Chaozu, but he's kind of useless in the grand scheme of things. Like, sorry. You got Goku, Vegeta, Piccolo, Gohan. I mean, Gohan doesn't really have any unique techniques, I guess, but either way. You got those three. He's got Frieza cells, so realistically, he could survive, like, he could survive being blown into half and use the Piccolo cells to, like, regenerate. Like, there's just no way that Cell was gonna win. Like, in addition to Sonic, Shadow, and Silver, like, and Chaos, like, come on now, come on now.
Lifeform beta successfully copied. Scum.
Like, again, just like, look at this aura. Like, he just throws the Chaos Emerald away like it's disposable. I mean, it kind of is, because he's going to be able to, like, summon it back to him anyway. So, like, oh, look at that aura.
It'll take more than that to kill me, puppet! I know. Now I know everything about you, insect.
And that's like, that specific pose, I believe that's like, when Cell was explaining to the Z Fighters, like, how exactly, when Cell was explaining to the Z Fighters how he regenerated from, like, being blown to smithereens, that's the exact same pose. Like, Metal's doing this just to psychologically, like, fuck with him. Like, he didn't need to do any of this. And obviously, like, the visual effects are spectacular. You got Metal like speed blitzing the fuck out of them. And obviously, Cell spawns out like his little babies. Metal Sonic uses the multi-clone technique, which, by the way, can we talk about how Neo Metal Sonic absolutely disrespects Cell here? He's using the multi-clone technique, or at least that's what I'm assuming he is. So he uses that, right? He's not even making his clones like Super Neo Metal Sonic. He's just making them base Metal Sonic, like base Metal Sonic. And he's having them fight his kids. And bear in mind, the multi-clone technique, it basically halves your power like for every clone. So Neo Metal Sonic, for all intents and purposes, is fighting with a fifth of his power and is still like manhandling like Cell. Like, that is disrespect on another level. Oh, and then this is one of my favorite bits. This is one of my favorite bits. Like,
don't you dare.
They essentially pay respect to like both DBZ, where like Tien basically held like imperfect cell phone as ones. To me, this is more of a reference to a bridge where like Cell hated Tien with all his guts because of that one attack. It was like, it's such a cool like little like bit of fan service that kind of appeals to both parties. And he just obliterates all of the Cell Juniors. Alright, now lock in, folks, because this is gonna be this final sequence. This is the best like finish to a death battle ever, I think. Just watch. I'm gonna break this thing down like step by step. So like, already Neo Metal's going in for the Kamehameha with Cell. Like, already that's like insanely cool. Like, who would have expected Neo Metal Sonic doing a Kamehameha? And they clash like on like Cell's little stadium, like for the Cell games. Just like, well, I guess not really like Gohan versus Cell because like the stadium was destroyed when they were fighting, but still, it's eerily similar. Like this is where like the greatest tournament in the world in DBZ in the Cell games was held. And this is pretty much the exact same Beamer Clash Gohan and Cell had.
I am not just the greatest warrior in the universe. I am all of them.
That's a potential like Shadow the Hedgehog reference. Like, I am all of me. That's what I'm assuming anyway. And then look at what happens. Chaos Control.
If you are all of them, then so am I.
And like, let's deep this for a second, right? Neo Metal Sonic uses Chaos Control at this specific point. So that whole first half of the speech doesn't register in Cell's mind. So Metal Sonic, from Cell's perspective, is basically saying, then so am I. Like, with none of the build-up. That is so cold.
If you are all of them, then so am I.
And then, like, you know, I'm going to remain silent during this final bit, like, because everything that happens is self-explanatory. Like, you're just going to have to soak this in and digest it.
I'll never lose to a machine like... I'll crush you.
They use what I'm made of's limo teeth after Metal Sonic says, I am all of them. Like, this is effectively like cementing into the audience's minds that Metal Sonic is him. Like, in fact, Neo Metal Sonic is the greatest villain in the history of Sonic. Like, fuck your Dark Guys, fuck your Perfect Chaoses, fuck your Black Dooms. Like, GOAT villain, GOAT song, GOAT game, good night.